Okay, so hello everyone. I want to thank Gurami for being here.
I want to thank you for inviting me.
Yes. You will be here a lot of times.
Yeah, of course, we're gonna build a brand new business, brother.
Yes, podcast.
Something that hasn't been done in Belgium before on a big scale.
No.
We wanna do that.
And this is our second podcast. Okay, so hello everyone. Today we're gonna talk about habits. Because habits, well, you can't decide the future, but still you can decide your habits, what you do every day.
Once again, ik deed dit. En toen zeg ik hello everyone. Ik wil niet zo op camera staan.
Maar dat is een lachje, nee? Okay, so hello everyone. Today we're gonna talk about habits. Habits. Now, you can't decide the future, but still you can decide your habits, which you do every day, and that decides your future. Well, let me talk about the bad things first, because we all have bad habits, right?
Yeah, we're human, right?
We're humans, yes. And tell me, Gurami, what are your bad habits?
That's a difficult question, because sometimes I don't want to talk about them, or I don't see them in myself. But one of my bad habits is staying up too late.
Yes.
Just not following the schedule that I have for myself. That's one of the bad habits.
And you're still doing that, or are you changing it?
I'm improving. I'm changing it. I've slept well yesterday. At 10 o'clock I went into my bed and I took a nap,
And what do you do then at the end of the evening, for example, when you are still...
Like, one of the bad habits was, like many people have, I think, is eating before you sleep.
Oh, yeah.
So
Yes.
Getting a full stomach before you go to bed.
That's not good.
That's not wise.
It's one of the baddest things you can do, actually.
That's bad because sometimes you wake up with hurtings and with... You don't want to do that, so...
No. That's actually, yeah. I've read, like, something and they tell me to eat 4 hours, nothing before going to sleep.
4
hours, yes. And then you can dream really good, and then you have a very conscious night.
Like, how can you help me? Sometimes my training is done at 10 o'clock.
Oh, that's a hard one. That's a really hard one.
Like, I'm home at 11 because I travel. It's a long distance, and I go to eat or something.
Yeah.
But usually I eat like low carb things like blueberries and
yes. Well, that's still good.
But what should you do?
Well,
what would you do if you had training at 10 o'clock and you
actually I would just like literally do this and just like focus on breathing.
To fall asleep?
Yeah, to just fall asleep and just let's say eat tomorrow.
So sleep is so important that you just have to prioritize that and skip all the...
and then sometimes I also eat in the evening still,
Oh.
Everyone does it, and that's why I make a checklist, the habit checklist.
We are human, we all have our...
Yeah, and one of my bad habits, it's like doing this, like my hair.
But why is that a bad habit?
It's not bad. It's not particularly bad. Still, if I do it a lot, my hair goes like.
Yeah, but
like
I think you have other ones. You have other ones.
Well, my other bad habits were nail biting, like 2 weeks ago, and look at my nails now.
But do you think like?
And I'm still, I've done it my life. Whole my life I was doing nail biting, literally, and they were like so short. And
it's a crazy thing,
Yeah.
I stopped at a young age. I stopped at. You know why? My mom would beat me if I did it. So
really,
that just.
Yeah, for me it was fucking hard to quit that shit. Whoa. And when I came back from Thailand, I was like, look, my nails are, they're full. I'm like, well, Niels, you gotta do this and quit that shit because it's not good. I even had the habit, which is bad, I put the nails in my mouth. So
Okay.
it's like fuck. It was
They're
a
pretty
bad
bad.
habit, you know. And now I'm recovering.
Okay.
So-
you're in healing.
I'm in healing. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. And like, what other bad habits do you have?
Well,
Like what?
like right now or with bad habits that I had because
Like-
I have had so much bad habits.
Tell me about the habits you think you're unaware of. Like we also have those, haven't we?
Yeah. Well, the thing is, I'm not aware of them. You know?
Yeah, because you're not.
Because
you're
I'm-
unaware. Yeah, I know, but like, how do you get aware of bad habits?
How do I get aware?
Like, do you have a mentor who tells you that you have a bad habit, or do you have someone whose opinion you value that tells you have bad habits, or do people tell you just a lot of bullshit that aren't even bad about you? You know?
Well,
Like-
yes, I got a mentor, and my mentor tells me that I have to learn a lot when it comes to focus. So
Yeah.
focus, you know, to stay in task and do the task, then go to the next one.
That's what Bruce Lee said, also. You know?
Yeah.
Really,
So
that's what Bruce Lee said.
that's what I need to.
He said
my
he said
working point.
An average man could become something special. I think with extreme focus. I think it was something
Yeah.
like that. So
And that's focus, you know,
That was
follow
the
one
purpose,
course until successful.
that's
Yes.
cool, that's cool.
Yeah, that's focus is a very thing that I should like literally start to do, and I'm doing that already, and it's getting better every day and every day. And in the past, I would literally fap all the time.
Bro, don't.
I swear, no, all day. Let's
Yeah.
say all day.
At what age?
Oh, let's say 16.
Oh, it's
Bro.
I was 12. I don't know. But yeah, you know.
Yeah, and it was so bad habit because you know your sperm is.
Don't do that on camera. Come on, bro.
Bro,
Okay,
the
okay.
sperm is the most powerful energy that you've got,
You have to keep it.
and we have to keep it.
Yeah.
And yet, I wasn't aware, you know, of doing this habit. I was like, porn is okay, right? Because you can find it on the internet. You can just click on it, you know.
So much crap on the internet, bro.
And then I just kept and then I started doing personal development, seeing the fuck I was doing,
Yeah, and
and I was like,
That takes the
whoa.
focus away of the bad thing, you know.
Yeah.
So you remove the bad thing and you apply the better thing, if you know what I mean. Like it's not bad, but you can find something better, and that's what you should.
Yeah. So
Apply
I
to continue to
replaced
grow, you know?
the habits with the good habits. So now, I have a girlfriend. I do no fap.
So you put that habit and you go to the better one.
Yeah. Still, I did no fap. So what means no fap? It means you don't do that anymore.
But I have like no fab October, but not like no fab, you know. It's not.
Yeah, it's hard. Well, you have no girlfriend, so you still
No.
fap, or
No.
you don't do it.
Yeah, sometimes, bro. It's, I would lie if I would say no, you know. But
Yes, true.
I find energy in not doing it, if you know what I mean. Like, yeah,
Yeah,
sure
yeah.
you know what I mean. What I mean.
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
when you
yeah.
don't do it, you have like the next
Then you
inch
have-
you can go on training. The next inch you go in fitness.
Takes away your energy, you know.
Yeah.
If you
Yeah,
that takes away your
I
energy.
actually don't wanna fully experience it all the time like at this age, you know. I think I'm still
You need to keep it.
I kill grow.
Yeah,
Focus
yeah.
on that. Just like you said, focus on the better things, because once you're done, you're unsatisfied. Let's be honest. Once you're done, you're unsatisfied. So save yourself from
Yeah,
that unsatisfied
save.
moment and fill it with a better one.
Yeah, indeed.
Because it's like it gives you instant happiness.
You're literally just 1 minute or 5 minutes away from instant gratification, the
Yeah,
best feeling
yeah.
you got,
And then
and then
you feel like shit, you know? Yeah, so it's bad to say, but yeah. Sometimes you don't. Like when I was 12, I would still feel energetic, but now my energy drifts away. It drips away, you know?
drips away. But it goes, it comes, you know. It doesn't drip away if you don't do it.
Yeah, but I would prefer to drip on another way, you know? I would
Yeah.
prefer the sweat coming from my chest and from my
Yeah.
body. I like being in practice, and yeah, I would prefer that
Indeed.
above that drip, you know?
Yeah, drip,
That's not the
drip,
drip you want
drip.
to share, you know?
Yeah, and then I also have another
Yeah.
bad habits. It's actually called sugar.
Ooh,
Yeah.
Now you're hurting a lot of people, you know.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like
Still,
you're
I have.
targeting them because we all do that. Like almost everyone I know fills himself with sugar, and they don't even know it.
And when I like get the taste of sugar, it's like keeping it. Literally need to. Also, the bad habit, you get addicted to sugar and then you overeat.
But like,
so you eat too much and then.
You have two types of sugar or more types of sugar. Is that possible?
Yeah.
Like you have human-made sugars. I sector them like that, and like nature-made sugars, or like something in nature that you must add to something.
Cocoa sugar, for example.
Yes.
Well, I actually do too much of these other sugars,
Yeah,
and
human-made ones.
Yeah, and then I also make the mistake, but then it not also come to sugar, but then I overeat. So this is what I need to learn. I need to like eat and then just stop when I'm full, because I can overeat very easily.
I think that's a good thing for the audience also to know. Because you're mentioning that, because overeating is a big bad habit. It's a BB habit, it's a big bad one. So yeah, it's good you're making them aware of it.
Yeah, and it's hard to actually fix it. Still, you need to try and keep on doing it.
Yeah,
and today in the morning I didn't overeat, so
yeah,
congratulations.
No, that's delayed gratification.
Yeah.
Because that comes after a good decision. The later on gratification that just stays much longer than the instant gratification you get from the food that's in your body for like 5 minutes, like a few days, but you just feel shitty after you eat it.
Yeah.
The bad feeling comes immediately, like when I'm eating candies.
Candy.
One of my bad habits is candies.
Candies, then you got it.
Yeah, like
if you eat the first candy,
you eat the first one, then
you'll eat 30.
You're like, I'm shit already now, so I'm gonna bring my more damage to the body. Yeah. More damage to the intestine.
I literally had the same yesterday. I was eating a chocolate egg.
Yeah.
In the evening, as dessert, and what happened? I ate just one.
I got second one.
And the second, and actually I ate 6 eggs. I was like, whoa, shit. Now I have to stop.
Like most people don't say wow, but I say wow because that's a lot of sugar. Like most people think drinking 5 Coca-Colas and even going to the McDonald's is like normal or something. It's not bad to your body.
It's normal.
Are they unaware of the feelings they get? Like sometimes I feel like I'm getting too much feelings from my body.
So when you eat that shit.
But also when I eat good things, like when I eat avocados or salads or something like that, the feeling I get like in a half hour is like I can take on the world. Because I go out, I eat fresh bread, and my whole body just is in harmony because there's good food in my body.
Yeah.
But when I
DNA.
take the bad shit, it's disgusting for the feeling I
get.
After it. Then I think like, don't all these people get this feeling? Like, are they not aware of?
The thing is, what I mean, they're unaware. They're unconscious.
Yeah, but maybe
and they think it's good.
Maybe they don't.
I was so programmed in the early times.
We also know it's bad. We also know it's bad, but we still do it. So, but it's just easier for us to judge other people still doing it. Like it's easy for me to say you're fat, you're eating too much sugar. Maybe you're not eating too much sugar, but you're not working out enough because your body type is created in a certain way that it needs more workout. You have a slow metabolism or something like that. But it's a bad habit, brother. So I love the experiences with you that we can share it with the world, They're just that the content goes to them.
Yeah, and people realize that it's shit. And I was so programmed in the early times where I didn't even thought McDonald's was bad. I didn't.
Great awakening.
Yeah, so I thought, corporations are good. You need Coca-Cola. They give it to us. Oh, a medicine. Yes, of course. I feel pain, and I take a pill. It's all okay because I trusted the government, right?
You're one of the many.
I was, one of the many sheeps, let's say that.
Yeah, or many average people, yeah.
Yeah, like the sheeps, and I'm like now awakened, so just like you, And how did we awake? Well, it are multiple factors, but now we realize that we were sowing bad shit, bad shit, bad shit. Now we have good shit. So what are our good habits right now? So we have talked about bad habits. Now it's good habits. Now my good habits. Well, for me it's meditating.
Okay.
Doing yoga. And
okay. The yoga habit.
yeah, first yoga, then meditation, and I
praying?
do it.
Do you like? Do you have a praying habit?
Yeah, so the best thing I can just tell is my morning routine. And my morning routine is literally standing up. I take a book.
Yeah.
I first write why I'm grateful. Then I write who am I. Then I write what I would like to accomplish this day. So literally, so I want this intention.
That's a good one.
And I do this and I do that, and then the tone is set for the day.
Like, what do you want to accomplish today? Like,
you mean today?
give us an example. Like,
well,
why do you always have to accomplish something to get? Like, why do you have to accomplish for what? A feeling like.
Yeah, so I want to make progress in the things that I am good at. So,
why?
Because if I don't make progress, I am just doing nothing, and if I don't make progress, I'm literally dying.
Yes, we're always dying a little bit, but we're always living a little bit, you know.
Yeah.
But I think your why is just stronger enough, you know, than most people. That's why you.
Yeah, I have a strong why. Of
there
course.
are people maybe out there that have the same habits as you, but not the same mindset as you. That's also a thing, because you can have great habits, and those will build your mindset. But building the mindset is still a different thing, you know. It's not.
Yeah.
You can still have. What I mean is, you can still be human. You can still have better habits, and still be doing great things. Like, there are UFC champions who are still smoking pot, still doing drugs, still.
And still they get that
doing
next
alcohol,
level.
and they're still world champions, you know.
Yeah.
Yeah, like.
Yeah, that's the why.
Yeah, the why is stronger.
So yeah, the morning routine, I do the agenda and then I go work out. So I start with the hard thing, you know.
Yeah, yeah.
So the hard thing gets boom out of the way. It's gym, and when that is done, I go yoga, meditation, and then I go eat, and that's my morning routine. And I think that's a good habit. For example, that's the hour when I go up. That's the hour. That's my first hour of the day.
Okay, and when do you take your phone? Like,
well, I don't touch my phone.
For how long?
Yeah, after the first. When I have eaten, then I go on phone.
Oh.
That's like 1 hour. The first hour, I'm not on any.
What's the first thing you do on your phone? Like, are you conscious of that, or is it just the first thing you see?
Oh yeah, that's another bad habit. You know, the phone scrolling.
Yeah, I don't know. Mine is here. I don't
Yeah,
touch that
scrolling.
thing.
But you know, we're talking about good habits, and yeah, when I go on the phone, I check social media where people have sent me messages and etc. etc. And actually, right now, I haven't even done it. So I was too busy in the early morning.
For today, you haven't done it yet.
No, I should check.
Is that bad or is that good? What do you think? Like, why do we always watch things as bad? Or
that's maybe
Like, why? Maybe you just got an mail or something that you have a great contract, or that you are gonna work with a lot of great people, or I don't know, or maybe it's just a shitty day. Yeah, I don't know. Like, why do we always? Like, it's just a question. Why do we have good and bad in the world? Who
there
makes
is no
that?
good and bad.
Who makes that?
I don't know.
Humans.
Humans.
Like, it's easier for our brains. Like,
Yeah.
programming ourselves. Smoking is bad, so I don't smoke. So I should feel better now. But you don't feel better because you're not doing it, you know? So, yeah.
Yeah.
What's
yeah.
good, what's bad? It's a hard question.
Yeah, that's also another thing, you know?
Because I think there are things that are bad. Like you just said, fapping is bad. It's not bad, but it's not something you should do continuously.
Yes.
So where do we as humans can find the balance? Like, I have all these questions, brother, that I should answer.
Yeah,
you know
and
what I mean?
then it comes to the consistency, you know? If you do
something once, if you do one push-up or you do 10 for 10 days, if you do 100 push-ups for one day or 10 push-ups for 10 days, what's better? The 10 for 10 because you're outworking
Yes.
the person.
Days.
Yes.
Consistency is key. And that's why we build good habits for consistency, because if you just do them for one day, it doesn't matter.
Yeah.
But if we do it every day,
it does for your memory, I think. Like, it's good for your brain health that you did it, but as you said, if you don't do it every day, it just fades away in the memory. You know, when you practice every day and there comes something there comes doubt in your mind, you can say like, wait, hold on, I'm a bad motherfucker. You know, I can't do shit. I can't train. I can talk with people. Blah blah blah. And that's where the confidence can come from, if you know what I mean. But
yes. So
if you don't build your own confidence, the doubt will get you. And everyone has them. A school teacher has it. Police officer has it. We have it. A farmer has it. Everyone has fears. And if you have no fears, I think you're psycho. You have some psycho problems if you have no fears.
If you have no,
like, pick Floyd Mayweather. Yeah. Do you think Floyd Mayweather has no fear of like? I heard he couldn't read into a certain age. It's not something bad, but why didn't they learn to? You know, that's what I asked. But he couldn't read. Like, his biggest fear was probably reading in a public place. You know what I mean? So everyone has fears, and how do we overcome it? And why do we overcome it? And why should we embrace it? Why should we not run away from it? Like, all these questions. Who has an answer from the, you know? And I just want to share it with you, and people are probably gonna leave in the comments like, this is how I think about fear, or this is how I think about self-growth. And that's what we are also, as a podcast, looking towards, you know, with the to the interaction with the people.
Yeah, so, fear. That's also maybe a bad habit for me, you know. The thing, or not, it's not good, because like when I feel fear,
plastic.
When I feel fear, I'm like, action, go for it, go in that fear, and that learned me so much, you know. So what are your good habits that you do consistently?
I train. That's probably the thing that I'm known for. Also, I train. Like, I have. It's actually an easy question, so I could usually mention a lot, but if I say a lot of things, they will think I'm cocky, you know. But if I say nothing, I'm not sure of myself. Good habits. I think I take morning walks.
So you go directly into the woods?
Not directly, just like I wake up. I wake up. I go to the bathroom. I wash my face, my hands, my shoulders, my knees. I just wash my body fast. Then I take on warm clothes. So I haven't touched my phone yet. I have touched my laptop. I open it, YouTube, Zen music. So I'm just playing that video, like frequencies, and that's also a good habit probably. So then I go into the car. I take off to the woods. Then I go in the woods and I think like I'm breathing.
You're alive.
Yes, but I also, the bad habit that comes there is that I have my phone in my pocket sometimes. Yeah. So sometimes.
Then you take that phone.
Yeah, because it's in the morning. You know, I want to motivate some people on Instagram or on social media, and that takes over in my mind. Like, you have to motivate someone, or you have to inspire someone.
That's good.
Yeah, but it's like the fear of not doing it that takes my phone on me. You know, like if I don't do it, where will my gratification come from? You know what I mean? Where will that feeling come from? Like, I'm taking a walk. Of course, it's good for my body, but I still want to multitask. You know what I mean? I'm just like, yeah. So good habits. We all have a lot of bad habits, but what is bad? What is good? You know, for social media marketer, it can be good to go to the woods and be on his phone with 4G, but it's bad if he has to upload huge files, you know. You know what I mean? Yeah. It goes like how can you say it? Like watching UFC is actually a bad habit because you're sitting in front of a black mirror that's projecting a program, and you're being programmed while watching the program, you know. But when you're watching it as a fighter, it has benefits, like, you know what I mean. So what is good, what is bad? For you, it can be bad because you're not doing anything with the information. For me, it can be positive because I'm using the information for
and
my creativity.
you want to adapt on it, and you want to make
because
it.
a lot fighting is so big. You have like every fighter has different angles. So you are my opponent,
Yeah.
and like Bruce Lee said, never go frontal. Always
Sides.
Always. I don't know what word he used, but if here's your obstacle, go like this. Be like water.
Yeah.
Like, what does water do when you have like two rocks? It goes in between. Be like water, you know.
It doesn't touch it.
Don't don't confront it.
Go around.
Go around it.
Yeah.
And flow on. Move on, because you have a river, yeah. And rivers keep flowing, like a sea keeps flowing. Why? Nothing can stop it. There is no, because it adapts so good. Because maybe water is just an emperor, you know, because it adapts to the world. It adapts to the places where it can go, and it keeps on flowing. And maybe we should do that also. Don't you think?
Yeah.
Like we should.
Yeah, be like water.
Yeah, just like Bruce Lee said.
Be like water.
I love Bruce Lee. I swear to God, I love him. He's a.
It's powerful.
I'm not comparing him to God or something. That's not what I'm not idolizing him.
But he does God things, if you know what I mean.
He's human.
Yeah, he's human.
He was human. So if he can do it, I'm not saying everyone can, but certain people could do with certain types of bodies, or certain. Yeah, where are the limitations, of course, but you know what I mean. I don't want to be rude.
I remember him doing this, like,
Yeah, and he had such speed in his hands that they should slow the camera.
Yeah.
The filming process, they should slow it so you could see it, the movement. So if he would punch like this, it was so fast that you had to pause the camera and do it show it in slow motion. Like, how crazy is that? How crazy is that?
It's crazy. He does crazy things, you know, and I think it's due to the habits maybe that he built.
Yeah, Bruce Lee had great habits. He had like his own diary.
Okay.
And when you heard somebody talk stories about the diary, so I haven't read it, but I heard his daughter talk about it on her podcast, and it's just called the Bruce Lee podcast, and it's her daughter who does it. So it's someone that was probably a lot closer to her than me or you. And I'm also wearing the Bruce Lee colors with this drip thing.
Yeah.
You know? I just watched it. Well, what do you know about Bruce Lee?
Actually, I
like,
know nothing.
How much are you informed about it?
Nothing. So
Like,
I am informed. I saw things about him, but I'm not able to tell stories just like you.
Okay.
So
Like,
what do you know about Bruce Lee? Because I think you're able. You've seen him more than me.
Yeah, but all I know is I know nothing, you know. But what
Yes,
I do know about him
same.
is that he had a great work ethic. Like in his diary, I think he wrote like 500 kicks with the left foot, and his morning routine was sick. Like 500 kicks with the left foot, 500 with the right foot, like 200 push-ups.
That's when his morning routine.
Yeah, that was just his morning routine. So imagine what the guy did throughout the day. You know what I mean? It's just sick. And he
Okay.
would run. Like, what has he also accomplished? That's what we remember after someone's physical death. You know, when someone dies physically, we only remember what he accomplished. So
Yeah.
one thing he also accomplished, a great accomplishment of his, is that he played in, I don't know if he played in a lot of movies, but he played in the American scene as in the Chinese scene.
Okay.
So when Hollywood didn't give you a much bigger chance to grow, he went to China, and in China he was this superstar. Like, everyone was like, Bruce Lee, and and he had these amazing quotes, and everyone was talking about it. But I think if you want to study Bruce Lee, if you want him in a short example, watch his last interview. I'm a dripping man all day long. Dripping in a way of expressing myself, like I'm wearing a drip, and I'm probably running like kilometers or something like that, or swimming, the water just drips off my body. That's why I also choose the name Drip It of my company, you know?
Yes.
Because I'm dripping, brother. I'm dripping all day long, so why shouldn't I represent it? Like, even this has drip on it, you know? Just put a name on it and use it while you're dripping. That's what I'm doing. Because even right now, my blood is pumping, you know? It's pumping through my veins, and I'm sitting here. I have this amazing chance to be alive, you know?
Yeah.
Just another day, just to fight another day. That's the real shot we got. Just to fight another day, not just to live, brother. And, you know what I mean? I'm in that mind state, but like people want to watch the Joneses or watch Netflix. But brother, we are alive, brother.
We have the chance to be alive, to be conscious.
More people dead. Like, I know one thing for sure. In 100 years, there will be more people dead than alive. You know why? The 7 billion people will be dead in 100 years. If you think logically about that, that's what will happen. But so somebody has to become next, you know, come next. So everyone is gonna die, and you have the chance to be alive. So
yeah.
Be alive, brother. Live it.
Live it.
But fight it. Don't fight life, but keep fighting. Just keep moving forward. Keep embracing the fears and embracing every hard moment that you had and become a better version of it. I'm probably just saying the same thing as I was saying, but it's just that because I sent that out, you know, that's what I want. That's what I want to manifest in my life. What do you want to manifest in your life? I know you want to manifest less plastic in the world.
Yeah.
Like, how is that going?
Basically, just like you, we want the same. Maybe you want the same. It's building a legacy, leaving a legacy of information where we can impact people all over the world, so we can start making a better world. Because I still believe that we are having a future, that people, just like you said, we're gonna die. Maybe if we just keep on going like this, yeah, shit will go down, bro. But if we change, and change starts with us and me, and if that also starts to change, I believe that there can be a future. And that starts with solving the plastic problem. That starts with solving yourself, building the habits, you know, because society is bad because of bad habits. But is society bad? I don't know. Just like you said, what is good or bad? And
what I know is there are many good people and many bad people, yeah.
Yeah.
So, please continue what you were saying.
Well, the thing is, when we're gonna end this podcast, the thing is, what would you like to create? Which habits would you like to create? Still, you have good habits, you have bad habits. Which ones would you like to create?
I would I have the time now to apply even a few more good habits to my life. So I have the time. And I hope I will attract the habits that I have to attract, that I need right now. Because I feel like I'm completed in a certain way now, like how I'm feeling, but I know that I never will be from a different perspective. Yeah. So I'm just trying to look for new things. I'm trying to look for new things. Like, I never really thought for a long time about traveling, and I'm just thinking about traveling and going to India, like the places where they manufacture a lot of clothing and the retail.
Yeah.
I wanna watch that. I also I wanna practice a lot of Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu. I don't know if you guys know about Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, if the people watching know it, but that's great habit. That's like the best habit you could do for your physical growth. Like, football is good, swimming is good, fitness is good, but if you want like the total body movement floating, you should practice that and combine it with like striking also, like a little bit of karate or kickboxing or Thai boxing or MMA. Just also do the striking part, and that's one of the best habits that I have, because everything that's grounded in my life comes from that. Everything.
Okay.
So that's my base. If you don't have a base in a home, if you don't have a base, your home will just flatter. It will just crash. So if that's my base and I want to strengthen my base, like when something bad happens to me, what I used to do was to go to people, talk with them about it, or do this, or feel bad in myself. But what I do now, if I feel good, I go to train. What I do if I feel bad, I go to train. So does something change if I go to train? Yes, I keep going. That's what changes. So when I'm done training, I know that whatever happened to me today or whatever happened to me made me stronger, because I'm still here. I'm still showing up at a place where people just want to beat me, you know? So what can be harder than guys punching in your head? There will be something, probably someone will sit in jail or something, but in my life, you know, what can be harder now? That there will come things that are harder, because that's what will bring me to the even next level, you know? Like when
The harder the better.
Yeah, like when sometimes you don't have something planned in your life and he dies, or someone very close to you has some problems and you want to help them. And problems will always be there, you know, but the base has to be strong so you can defend yourself against. So you have to arm yourself today for the world tomorrow. That's how I feel. Like, I am positive, but I know the world isn't that positive. I know my surroundings are positive, but I know like the external is not that positive. Like, listen to the radio, is it positive? Is the newspaper positive? Does the newspaper give you positive energy? That's what I mean. Do you...
That's a bad habit still then,
does
watching
it uplift
it.
you? Like,
yeah.
people say, yes, you're informated. No, you're not informated.
No.
If you don't read it, you're misinformed. You're not
You don't
informed.
even know, yeah.
But if you read it, you're misinformed, probably, because the first thing they catch on that subject is what they wrote down, so the concurrence can't be faster. And it's all about fast data and fast information, and my head is exploding of it, you know? Every day I get these news mails from just like this propaganda, you know, from TV news, and I don't want to listen to that bullshit.
Yeah.
So yeah,
There
are a lot of things that
break free.
I wanna do to create good habits, and one of them is just more training, you know? More training, keeping that. I don't want to create. Why should I create more if I have enough now? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I can still go singing and do that, but I will do it slowly, so the base doesn't break. I want to save base, if you know what I mean.
Yes, I
You
can
need
feel
certain types of habits to create better habits. Like, if these habits fall away, if I don't go training, I won't feel as happy in my body, because my human DNA just needs something.
It needs training. It needs to go.
The resistance needs to grow in myself. Like, I need to have more resistance to certain types of feelings, to being in an uncomfortable situation. I have to feel comfortable in the uncomfortable in life. But if that happens while I'm in a fight, what can life be? What can be the tougher thing, you know? Like going every day to war, or having like 3 bad weeks. What's harder? Every day to war. So if you did the hardest thing, what can tomorrow be worse?
Nothing can stop you
Yeah.
if you get
And
comfortable in the uncomfortable.
of course, and
It's
the good
true.
thing is, in my current situation, I'm training twice a day. So I wake up, I train. That's one train. But I train also. So I wake up I train when I wake up. I train before I sleep. So when I wake up, the first thing that really goes through my mind is training, the big subject. But the big subject before I go to sleep is training. So when I'm at home, I train. So I conquered my world at the moment. But in the morning, I also conquered my world. But it's not like ego feeding. You're not feeding your ego. You're just getting more control of your own, of your inner, not the external feelings and the external thoughts and external world, but of the internal world. So when you come to the external world, you're confident and safe enough, and you feel safe. You know what I mean? It's hard to explain it that fast, but I think we did a great podcast. I really think that.
Yeah,
I really want to thank you.
It was a good podcast.
And
Talked
we also
about a lot of
learned
things.
a lot about each other, but also about ourselves, you know?
Yeah,
Because
yeah. You are me.
yes. Urami. That's a good one.
Yes, give a like, give a subscribe, join the tribe, and
Join his
wow.
growing generation, you know, because he's bringing a lot of value. Keep pushing his content, because Why shouldn't you? Why shouldn't you take a person that is doing what you want to do and follow him, you know? Like, don't think he's God, he's human, but he is doing a lot of better things than the rest of us, you know? So just give a like, subscribe, share the content.
And yes,
Thank you.
take care.
Take care.
Take care.
God bless you.
God bless you.